We are here at Chessington World of Adventures, London's only theme park, to talk about all the amazing resource there is in people, in attractions, in small business that supports visitors from all over the world.
We have an amazing lineup today for the South London Partnership Summit, and we're delighted to be hosting you all today. There's an incredible amount of representation in the room when you look at the attendees here, and my expectation is that there's going to be some really meaningful conversations and some amazing outputs from today. For those of you who don't know Chessington, we're London's only true theme park. We have a zoo here with over 1,000 animals. We have 1.5 million visitors a year. That's hundreds of thousands of families who are here for our vision, which is to be the UK's greatest place for young families to make lifelong memories. That is everything that we're about here.
A group of people from across different boroughs in South London who are all really committed to growing the experience economy. So that's events and sports, music, culture, food and drink, live experiences. And we've got people here from local authorities, we've got theatres, we've got big sports venues, we've got cultural attractions, and everyone's really come together to say, what can we do together to grow this sector in this part of London?
The visitor economy is a really key part of our South London growth ambitions. We've recognised that it's a cluster that has got a unique set of assets that we're really keen to grow.
We've got a globally important tennis centre. We've got a globally important rugby centre. We've got a globally important gardens that is known throughout the world. We've got the largest royal park in London. We've got a zoo and a theme park visited by more than 1.5 million people every year. And we've got a world famous royal palace. If it was a European city in its own right, we'd all be talking about doing city breaks here.
When you've got these big magnet, these sort of absolute hook attractions, all of the businesses benefit locally because people will come, they won't just go straight to the stadium and straight home again. They'll go to the local bars, they'll go to the local shops, they will spend money in the local areas. We've been hearing from the experience sector and the visitor economy, stakeholders who know precisely what they're talking about. They've been here today to tell us their own experiences, what they need from the South London Partnership and Big South London.
You all represent astonishing assets. How do we, as a South London Partnership, begin to make the most of a narrative of this is an area to come to base yourself in, with an ambition potentially to live here, but that actually we are a destination?
For us, it's really important to connect across our local community, not only in Merton Wandsworth, but beyond South London, to see what the opportunities are for the future. Wimbledon really wants to continue to be at the pinnacle of sport. We want to be a guardian of tennis. We want to be a force for good.
It's in all our interests, certainly from my perspective, that we bring people into the area to stay longer. Obviously, the international nature of what we do means that a huge number of people are flying in and out of the city's airports. And we would always want to try and elongate the time that they spend either within the stadium itself or in the local area. It's in nobody's interest for them to come and disappear, and everything we can do to kind of support that longevity is super important.
For us, particularly, have good dwell time in the village, in Southfields, in Wimbledon Town Centre, so that the local restaurants and wherever else will sort of benefit from that additional footfall.
I had a really good conversation with the National Archives. I thought that would be a really good follow-up for today, to go back and speak with them and see how we can work closer together. Events like this, I think, are really important because they do bring together everyone and they open up a channel of communication to people who previously you might not be able to talk to, and that gives you access to have the conversations that we want to have, but just don't know how to get that introduction.
There's so many amazing people I've met today that realistically I would never have met before. There's connections, and not just like the RFU and Wimbledon, but even I met a lady today from the Ministry of Sound.
I listened to a fascinating conversation just now between 3 different really important sports venues. So we had Wimbledon for the tennis, Twickenham Rugby and Sutton United Football Club. What was really interesting was hearing them all talk about how they're working with local communities to help them to really benefit from these big audiences that sports events bring in. So how do they spread visitors so that rather than just coming in and out of the venue, they have dinner or they have lunch, they go shopping, they spend time, maybe they visit a local attraction as well, and that all brings benefit to local residents and to local small businesses.
There was a lot of positive spirit and energy here, learning from best practice, doing things together and really highlighting and showcasing that we as a region have a lot to offer.
It's about how we work together, how we collaborate together, recognising what our strengths are and in some ways sticking to our strengths, but then threading those together to get the best that we can for the region. You know, we've got Gatwick expansion coming, let's get those extra people coming into Gatwick, let's get them coming to Croydon, that's their base, but from there they can be visiting across the whole of the South London region.
One thing I'm definitely going to move forward on is getting young people involved in this conversation. I feel like there's an aspect where that we've hit the surface, but like there needs to be more voices in the room, and it's giving me a couple of ideas. Me and Jason will be going back and forth with a couple of great ideas.
What we've been hearing loud and clear is that we need to make sure that we're getting the transport offer right. It's no good at all having these marvellous attractions right here in the heart of South London if we can't get people to them.
Having really reliable transport makes for a really smooth exit point. Is absolutely essential.
So what we want to do is to try to make the point to the Deputy Mayor for Business, Howard Dorper, who was here today, and Sadiq Khan, that we need investment in transport infrastructure to make sure that these visitor attractions and the experience economy in South London can absolutely shine. This is far more than just about supporting large organisations. This is about supporting all of the businesses in our area.
We've got some boroughs that are really working very closely together across party lines and with different characteristics as well, working really closely together to make sure that the economy here, yes, is tied into the rest of London, but also that it works within itself.
South London Partnership is brilliant. It's probably the best London Regional Partnership group. The boroughs of Croydon, Merton, Kingston, Sutton and Richmond, and it's great that we all work very well together.
South London Partnership's great because it brings people together to have these conversations that wouldn't otherwise happen. And in South London, you've got really committed leaders in the boroughs and in the private sector, and South London Partnership's great at getting everyone pointing in the same direction.
Our challenge now is how we can go further and faster together, encouraging innovation, de-risking investment and unlocking opportunity through collaboration. Because the visitor and experiential economy is not just about tourism, it's about jobs, skills, pride and prosperity for our communities. And the collective ambition shown here today proves that we can deliver inclusive, sustainable growth if we stay focused and if we act together.